What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Are you guys ready for more Boss Baby adventures? Ted and Tim must come back, but what will the third film focus on? What about the returning cast members? Is Alec Baldwin coming back? More importantly, will Boss Baby 3 happen? Well, the short answer to this question would be a simple yes. It's just a matter of time until viewers get to see a third, much-anticipated film of the Boss Baby franchise. The Boss Baby Family Business, aka The Boss Baby 2, was even more successful than its predecessor, a film released way back in 2017. We went through some really mind-blowing theories regarding the plot of Boss Baby, Family Business, and now we need to do the same for the third film in the franchise. Remember how we talked about the ex-president Donald Trump and his interesting connections to the franchise? Well, we still believe the lead character in this franchise is based on Donald Trump, and no one can convince me that it's not. Anyways, with the release of the second installment, fans realize that the franchise is one of a kind and now they want more. The second film follows the now adult Templin brothers, Ted and Tim. They go back to their childhood as they discover some interesting things while also trying to save their family from evil. Directed by Tom from a screenplay by Michael, and the second installment took the world by storm. With adults and kids all over the world tuning in to follow the brothers' incredible adventures, with such a popular sequel, a third installment is guaranteed. And as previously said, it's just a matter of time until Universal Pictures orders yet another continuation. So, when are the Templeton brothers coming back on our small screens? Well, not so soon, I'm afraid. You see, The Family Business was released by Universal Pictures on July 2nd, 2021. The movie is produced by DreamWorks Animation, which is something we should remember because they are also the creators of the world's best franchises, such as Shrek, Kung Fu Panda, and How to Train Your Dragon. The studio often takes its time when making a continuation of a film, meaning that they want the continuation to be as good as its predecessor. When you think about it, all of the franchises are actually perfect. There's one problem though. The second movie was given a surprising number of negative reviews, mostly from film critics, but again, the film was heavily criticized. Honestly, we don't really understand why, because if I was to give a review of the sequel, I think the film was as good as its predecessor. The good news, however, is that The Boss Baby Family Business leaves room for more stories with the same characters, meaning that the creators were planning to do another film prior to the release of the sequel. We have some more good news to share. In a Twitter Q&A, the lead star Alec Baldwin confirmed a third film is already in development. As for its release date, DreamWorks Animation takes years and years to make a film, meaning that we could see Boss Baby 3 sometime in 2024 at the earliest. This doesn't matter as long as the film is good. DreamWorks, take your time and give us something we'll remember. Now, what about the Boss Baby 3 cast? Who can be in it? The Boss Baby franchise would have never reached the success it did without its perfectly chosen cast ensemble. The Tom McGrath directed sequel had the same director as its predecessor, with Jimmy Kimmel and Lisa Kudrow returning to lend their voices to the Templeton parents, and Alec Baldwin returning as Ted Templeton.
You just don't remember. Tell him, Tina. She can't talk. Stop interrupting. Interrupting what? I don't hear anything.
The boss, who is not a baby anymore. Never was, to be honest. As previously mentioned, The Family Business features Ted and his brother Tim, now voiced by James Marsden, all grown up. Not only are they grown up, but they are also distanced from one another. But since the film kept its Boss Baby title, we are now seeing another baby who is smarter, bossier, and sassier than every other member of the family. In the second installment, the Boss Baby comes in the form of Tim's daughter, Tina, played by Amy. Tina is the new investigator in the employment of the massive baby business Baby Corp. She's on a mission to find out everything there is to know about the mysterious Dr. Armstrong, voiced by Jeff Goldblum, the head of the prestigious school for advanced children. But there was also some recast for the second installment. After getting used to Tobey Maguire as the adult Tim and the Boss Baby, we discovered that James is being cast in the role. According to James, you need to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. The Boss Baby's partner is voiced by the amazingly talented Amy in the sequel, voicing Tina Templeton. Amy's character is investigating the school her sister, Tabitha, Tabitha is going to. Tim is the father of Tina and Tabitha and the husband of his beloved wife. The roles are played by Eva and Ariana. Other cast members we expect to return for the third film include the late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel and Friends star Lisa Kudrow in the roles of Ted Sr. and Janice Templeton, respectively. But since we expect a whole new story to be told in the third installment, we should also expect to hear some new faces making their debut in the franchise. Who would you cast in the third film? Let us know before we get into some more exciting plot details. As expected, the Boss Baby creators are keeping the plot for the third film under wraps. The sequel to the first installment follows Ted and Tim as they make crazy decisions to take a super secret serum that returns them to their childhood selves for 48 hours. Tina, Tim, and Ted struggle before defeating the mysterious Dr. Erwin Armstrong, who has a very evil plan of turning babies into unlikable brats. As previously mentioned, the second film leaves space for yet another continuation that will likely focus on members of the Templeton family. Ted and Tim are not estranged anymore, but their story is over. But Tina and Tabitha have an interesting dynamic that could be explored in the third film. What do you think is the ideal plot for the second follow-up? The reason we believe this follow-up would happen is that Eva Longoria hinted at a third movie. The Desperate Housewives actress has her own ideas for the plot of the third movie. Although the sequel was freshly released back when she shared her ideas, she strongly believes that there's a possibility for the third film. As previously mentioned, Eva voices Carol, Ted Templeton's wife. The sequel is set 30 years after the events of the first Boss Baby movie. And I have to ask, do you think the creators took inspiration from the ex-president Donald Trump when creating the Boss Baby character? Let us know. Also, I know we've already talked about the cast, but we've got to mention this again. We really need all of them to return for the threequel. They are part of the reason why the franchise is so popular and successful. Anyways, Eva told Radio Times that one of the movie's most surprising features is its adult humor, she said. It is very witty and very clever, and I think a lot of adults are really going to enjoy the ride just as much as the kids. The idea is really great, and I love how DreamWorks always deals with big universal themes, she explained, adding that she thinks why the movies always translate really well no matter where you watch it in the UK or America or Latin America. Like, people get family and love and, brotherhood, all of those things to explore. So I feel like there's a lot more to do with the Templeton family. She even shared her idea for a plot that would focus on her character, Carol. She said that if you want to see Boss Baby 3, you'll need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell. This way, you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. But seriously, there is an incredible idea for Boss Baby 3. I'd like to see her as part of the adventure. In this movie, she was kind of on the sidelines and not knowing what was going on, like what they are doing. So yeah, I would love her to go on the adventure. We'll see you in the next video.